Hello everyone, I'm an associate professor at the Institute of Computing Technology of Chinese Academy of Sciences. In this video, I will introduce an interesting topic, smart city and smart transportation. My talk begins with a background of our research. As we know, urbanization in China has made great achievements. The urbanization rate has grown rapidly from nearly 18% in 1978 to 60% in 2019. As shown in the left figure, throughout this period, more than 670 million Chinese people have moved to the cities to work and live. This is the largest and most efficient urbanization process in human history. However, we can find in the right figure that there is a big gap compared with developed countries. For the reason, China's national midterm strategy plan is urban modernization by 2035. The 14th five-year plan period is a key development window for smart city and digital twin city technologies. There are lots of opportunities here. But big cities are highly complex big systems. Size of the city grows, so are introduced problems. For example, change in any factor could have systematic consequences. Planning is thus very important. On the other hand, relying on accumulation of more than 70 years, virtual reality technology has also achieved rapid development in recent years. In the 1950s, prototype systems for virtual reality had been invented. With continued enthusiasm and commitment, a peak was reached in the 1990s. Typified by headsets from companies such as Sony. But these headsets have limited display effects, and it is difficult to satisfy people's needs, which has led to the rapid collapse of this wave of virtual reality. It will be around the 2010s by the time it returns to the public view. By using computing technologies to create virtual environments that are highly similar to their physical counterparts, VR can be used for simulation and interaction. There are many famous universities and companies in the world that are conducting related research. When Chinese cities are developing rapidly, how should we manage cities efficiently? What should we do? We believe that dynamic behavior and traffic simulation is a very important direction for smart cities. In our research, different levels are included, from simulations at a hotspot level to simulations at a district level, and even simulations at the city level. We use data and simulation models to study traffic behavior, which is an important means to build smart traffic, solve urban traffic problems, and build smart cities. Next, I will introduce the specific research content, focusing on the three elements of people, velocities, and roles, to carry out research and application of intelligent technology in traffic modeling and simulation. At first, we carry out research on crowd behavior modeling. The effective and efficient modeling helps both simulation and prediction of self-organized crowd behaviors at any place, anytime. This research supports a wide range of related smart city applications, such as public safety management. Since 20,000, there have been thousands of stampede accidents in Chinese cities that caused casualties. The most severe one took place in Shanghai at the 2015 New Year celebration event. 36 people died at that accident. China thus has put public emergency simulation and prediction on national science and technology development roadmap. Our research on crowd behavior modeling is divided into the following two parts, including kinematics behavior modeling and social behavior modeling. The former uses the low-level characteristics of kinematics and focuses on the simulation of the normal transportation process of the crowd, and the later uses the high-level features such as personality and focusing on the simulation of the social interaction process of the crowd. In the application context of public safety, we try to model high-fidelity crowd behaviors. We have three works that focus on behavior modeling of crowds in highly crowded environments, abnormal social behaviors, and data-driven behavior modeling approaches. Our work can deal with past conflicts and duties in highly crowded environments. In this scenario, our method is more stable and natural than classical method. We also compare the simulated results with the maximum capacity marked in the subway design specification. The simulated results of our method are very close to the measured capacity on critical passages with stairs and escalators. The effectiveness of our method is also demonstrated. A series of simulation software has been developed to conduct computer simulation analysis for the crowd issues concerned by administrators such as Beijing West Railway Station, Beijing Olympic Subway. It has played an important role in the search on related public safety issues. Here are some awards and honors from city administrations. In our daily life, collective behavior could cause public safety problems, including but not limited to spectating riots and panic movements. Collective behavior is the action of many unorganized people in response to the stimulus or influence of a common scene over a relatively short period of time. Emotions plays a key role in modeling of abnormal social behavior, helping to coordinate how and to what extent people respond to different events. Therefore, we propose a PM model, which can simulate how emotions are generated and self-evolved under the induction of events, and how emotions help individuals cope with external events. Here is a comparison experiment simulating with and without emotional factors. In the above, red members are nervous and affect other members, that result in pushing behavior. In the lower right, red members are nervous but do not affect others, allowing them to evacuate faster. And in the bottom left, if everyone remains calm, orderly evacuation will occur. Statistics of evacuation time also show that smooth is faster. Our simulated emotional evolution is in line with the classical psychological literature. This is our simulated process compared to the real video. This instance happened in the Shanghai subway, and the passengers were evacuated in panic due to the explosion of a mobile phone. Here are the other simulation scenarios. In the aforementioned works, dynamic equations and empirical formulas are used for modeling, which are insufficient in behavior diversity, motion fidelity, and complex scene processing. What's next for simulating human behavior? We propose intelligent data-driven modeling technology, which uses a deep learning model for learning and evaluation through a large amount of real motion data, including pedestrian scenes and mixed traffic scenes. The advantage of this approach is not only that the modeling process is smart, but the modeling result that is the models are also smart. In terms of deep learning models, we propose a pedestrian spatial temporal graph attention network, which is the first to introduce graph attention network to pedestrian trajectory prediction. Compared with the existing method, our model has been greatly improved. The second work mainly proposes a motion trajectory prediction model based on the fusion of 3D simulation and video information from the first motion perspective. Compared with the methods without scene semantic information, our model have been significantly improved. In addition to the modeling of crowd behavior, traffic flow simulation is now an important means to solve urban traffic problems. The complex road conditions of vehicles and the interaction of vehicles and pedestrians pose serious challenges to the existing traffic simulation. We also carried out related research. The first is a vehicle intelligent lane changing model based on machine learning. This approach uses random forests and backpropagation networks to model the lane changing behavior of vehicles in complex scenes. The second is a vehicle model at traffic intersections based on machine learning. This approach is to use CNN and RN to describe the moving environments of the vehicle and then model the vehicle movement. The vehicle lane changing is divided into two processes, making decision and execution. Here, according to the data statistics, the lane changing vehicle will consider the forward, backward, and adjacent three intervals of the adjacent lanes when changing lanes. Then, the random forest model is used to convert the vehicle decision into a classification problem, and the probability of the vehicle lane changing is calculated. In the execution stage, the backpropagation neural network is used to calculate the vehicle's lane changing speed in real time while maintaining a safe distance. Then we look at a qualitative analysis of the experiment. From the simulation results, the method in the paper can calculate the vehicle's lane changing speed in real time and can learn the vehicle's lane changing model well from real data. The existing traffic method mainly simulates the movement of vehicle on a highway. For vehicle movement at traffic intersections, commonly used simulation software uses established routes and vehicle following models to simulate. There is obviously a big gap between the real trajectory of the vehicle at the traffic intersection and the trajectory simulated by the existing methods, because the existing methods usually adopt the line in fixed read to simplify the vehicle movement. Let's look at a comparison between the simulated traffic intersection and the real data. As you can see from the video, in real data, when vehicles pass through intersections, there are many merging and overtaking phenomena. The vehicle has a high degree of freedom without the constraints of the line, and it is a variety of heterogeneous vehicles mixed with pedestrians. None of the existing vehicle simulation methods can simulate these real scenarios. Regarding the issue above, we propose a CNN-RN-based vehicle model, and we established a traffic intersection dataset to mathematically represent the driving environment of vehicles without lane constraints. We adopt the network structure of CNN and RN to learn the vehicle motion. CNN is used to extract environmental features that affect vehicles. Combined with vehicle features, the vehicle motion sequence can be obtained through the RN network. We have collected a large number of traffic intersection videos in Tianjin and Beijing. Through the annotation of the videos, the tracking algorithm is used to obtain the motion data of vehicles, pedestrians in the video. Our model implicitly avoids possible collisions during driving by encoding vehicle-to-pedestrian, vehicle-to-vehicle relationships. We show some examples of collision avoidance in the figure. This is a quantitative comparison experiment we conducted with other traffic behavior modeling methods. It can be seen from the results that our model performs better than others in both the ADE and the FDE. This also shows that the environment and the vehicle features in this work are more effective than other methods. Our method can generate simulation results that are very close to real data. This is the result of a traffic intersection that we simulated. It's about vehicle-to-vehicle interactions. it is about vehicle-to-pedestrian interactions. Finally, we will introduce some application results of the aforementioned techniques. In some important places and locations, we simulated the crowd behavior and traffic flow respectively. We participated in a simulation of crowd evacuation plans for 120,000 people in the main Olympic Stadium and 1 million people in the entire Shanghai World Expo area. It provided a new computing platform for the rapid simulation of large-scale crowd movement. There has always been an urgent need for the calculation speed of simulation in the field of public safety. In order to complete the evacuation simulation of 100,000 people, our speed has changed from 1 day in 2010 to 2 hours in 2016. At present, we can accelerate the calculation time to within 5 minutes. Our methods utilize multiple GPUs to achieve fast computation, which can comprehensively consider the interaction between people in a crowd, the interaction between people and the environment, and the personality of the individuals. The works described in this talk were achieved by our team, including Professor Wang Zhaoqi, Mao Tianlu, Zhu Dengming, Li Zhaoxin, and Bi Huikun. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening, and please read our papers if you are interested in the details of our study. Thank you.